What's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's up? If you're in here right now, double tap the screen. If you're in here right now, double tap the screen. You might want to know this information. They've been telling y'all this stuff for a minute now. 68 trillion. 68 trillion. And then over here, they're talking about 31 trillion. It's a lot of zeros. It's a lot of zeros. Double tap the screen if you just coming in right now. I told you I would be here. I know it's early, but just double tap the screen. Let's get on the algorithm. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Share the live. Share the live with at least 5 people. If you care about 5 people in your life, share the live. Because we about to get into it. We are about to get into it. What's up, guys? What's up? If you're an entrepreneur, you need to stay. If you don't know what Web3 is, you need to stay. Is this for women? No, this is for anybody that's paying attention. Double tap the screen. That's all I ask. So double tap the screen. If you want me to get into it, we need to get to 1,000 likes. We need to get to 1,000 likes because even NBC News is taunting people. Even NBC News. We need to get to 1,000 likes though, if you really want me to get into it. Because it's solution season. It's solution season. It's solution season, guys. Double tap the screen. Share the live. Share the live. It's a lot of bread. It's a lot of bread at stake. There's things you could do today. I'm going to go over every section. I'm going to go over every section. And make sure you guys follow me on YouTube as well. I'll put my live from yesterday on YouTube today. I was on for like 2 hours yesterday. Make sure you guys share the live. Make sure you guys double tap the screen. Let's get into it. Hey, we up to 1,000. All right, hold on. Listen, we're going from here to here and to this. Web 1 was back in the 90s into the early 2000s, right? Look at all these companies that came about. Then Web 2, a lot of social media, a lot of e-commerce, a lot of streaming websites. Most of y'all have this on your phones, right? And now we're going into Web 3. Web 3. If you don't know what Web 3 is, you might want to stick around. If you're an entrepreneur, put a 1 in the chat. If you're a business owner, put a 1 in the chat because this is who I'm talking to. I'm talking to my entrepreneurs. I'm talking to my business owners. I'm talking to people that want to be ready for what's coming. There's a huge shift that's coming. There is a huge shift that's coming. And if you're not paying attention, you might get wiped out. I don't want you guys to get wiped out. I want you guys to succeed to the maximum level, you know? So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, or if you got a side hustle, put a 1 in the chat. I need to know who I'm talking to. I need to know who I'm engaging with. Because this is the most important time period of your entire life. And I guarantee it. And I guarantee it. But I'm going to get into it. Because NBC News told y'all. Told y'all. I mean, you might as well. I mean, of course, Black Americans is going to miss out. But you might as well just block out that word and just say Americans. Why some Black Americans might miss out on the $68 trillion transfer of wealth. You know, experts say wheels aren't just for the wealthy and urge more Americans, Black Americans, particularly to plan for life after death. People are not even planning for life. So how are we going to plan for life after death if we're not planning for life? Okay. So I'm about to get into it, guys. I'm about to get into it. Like I said, We're going into Web 3. What's Web 3? What's Web 3? Web 3 is blockchain technology. Web 3 is artificial intelligence. Web 3 is cryptocurrency. Web 3 is NFTs and metaverse. And I know these concepts might be new to you guys. Keep double tapping the screen. Keep us on the algorithm. I know it's Sunday AM. I'm glad you guys are here. Double tap the screen because this is important information that you need to know. I don't care what type of business you have. I don't care what type of company you're running. You need to know this stuff. If you don't, you will be left behind. Your business will fail. And I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just trying to be logical. I'm trying to be logical. If y'all don't know what blockchain technology is going to be a new level of verification. And guys, if you can't stay for the full live, I'm going to put this live on my YouTube tomorrow because I'm going to put yesterday's episode up today. You know, I'm really trying to help you guys. You know, because 2025 will be here in like 2 minutes. Okay. You guys are up early. Yeah. We up early every day. I've been up here for the past couple weeks, you know, telling you guys about this stuff. So now, you know, we're going through it again. So blockchain technology is going to be a new level of verification. So imagine going to Target, Walmart, whatever store, you go pay for your purchases and you get a receipt, right? On that receipt says what? It says what you bought and when you bought it and everything, right? How you bought it. So imagine doing that same thing, having that same transaction. You know how you send like $100 to somebody on Cash App or Zelle? This is going to be the new verification. So if you send me $100 worth of Bitcoin, and I'm like, oh no, I didn't get the money, we could check the blockchain. We could check the blockchain to see if that transaction went through. Whole new level of verification. And everything is going to be tied to the blockchain, from your medical records to your license and registration, titles, everything. Centralized. It's gonna be a more central spot to verify information. Okay. So, and then we got artificial intelligence, AI. AI is going to be tremendous. And if we get to 10,000 likes, I will show you how to use AI live on TikTok. I will show you how to use live on TikTok right now. If we get to 10,000 likes, keep double tapping the screen, guys, because most people don't know what this is how you stay ahead of 99% of people. This is how you're going to stay ahead of 99% of the people here. Guys, share the live. Everybody in here needs to share the live because I'm going over stuff that people in your circle are not even talking about. I'm trying to make you guys stay ahead of the curve. You know, you guys got to stay ahead of the curve. So cryptocurrency, for you guys that saying it's a scam, good luck to you. Because why in the heck is Bitcoin $60,000 right now when Bitcoin years ago used to be cents on the dollar? Good luck to you if you think cryptocurrency is going away. Good luck to you if you think NFTs are going away, because you guys don't know the real purpose of NFTs. If we get to 10,000 likes, I will show you how you can create your own NFT. I will show you what the metaverse is. We need to get into this. We need to have this conversation, because if we don't have this conversation, then how do we progress? You're going to stay ahead of 99% of the people, you know, and I guarantee you will. Because guys, you got to share the live. It should be like 1 million people in here, because every business owner needs to know. Every single one of these components. If you have a business, if you are an entrepreneur, you need to know this stuff. There's no going around it. And I'm going to show y'all why. Appreciate y'all for being in here. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or if you got a side hustle, put a 1 in the chat, because I'm about to get into it. Let's go. Y'all probably heard of this organization, right? Maybe you haven't, but maybe this is your first time hearing about this. This is the reason why a lot of things happen in the world. These guys make decisions for the globe. Let's get to 10,000 likes so I can show y'all how to use AI. Let's get to 10,000 likes. Let's keep sharing the live. We getting it going right now because y'all are going to stay ahead. Y'all are going to stay ahead. If you're on this live right now, you're going to stay ahead of 99% of the people. Make sure you guys are liking the live. Make sure you guys are sharing the live. Well, I don't ask for gifts or nothing like that. All I do is just ask you to like the live, share the live. So back in 2020, these guys that make the decisions for the world, they said the workforce is automating faster than expected and is displacing 85 million jobs in the next 5 years. No, not 5 years from now, 5 years from this date. So that means what? 2025. 2025. So the robot revolution, and I know it sounds crazy, will create 97 million new jobs, but communities most at risk from disruption will need support from who? Businesses and governments. Businesses. 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 Business owners. That's you guys. In 2025, analytical thinking, creativity, and flexibility are among the top skills that are needed. With data and artificial intelligence, content creation, and cloud computing, the top emerging professions. We get to 10,000 likes, I will show you how to use AI. I will show you how to use AI because you're going to have to know. You can't hear anything? Oh, man. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Oh, you guys can hear me? Okay. All right, cool. All right. I don't know, guys. Turn up your phones. Turn up your phones or whatever. Look, listen, if you don't have analytical thinking on your team, or if you're not an analytical thinker, or if you're not creative, everybody in this live right now, all 100 people in this live right now is creative. You guys are creative, and make sure you guys are following me on YouTube. I'm going to put these lives on my YouTube channel. I'm going to put these lives on my YouTube. The live I had yesterday, I was on for like 2 hours. I'm going to put that on my YouTube channel today. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to get you guys going. I really want this to be a part of your DNA. So like I said, 2025, analytical thinking. If you're not an analytical thinker, listen, you need somebody on your team that has an analytical thinking. You know what I'm saying? If you're not creative, which I know you are, you got to get in your creative bag. You have to get in your creative bag. Flexibility. People are going to need flexibility. People need flexibility. People don't want to work 12, 15 hours a day no more. You're going to need flexibility. They said these are the top skills that are needed going into next year. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? With data and artificial intelligence, content creation, everybody on here can create content. I don't care who you are. Everybody on here can create content because you have a TikTok account. You at least have a TikTok account. And cloud computing are the top emerging professions. This is not a side gig no more. Content creation. Listen, guys, if you create content, I guarantee you'll make extra income for yourself. I guarantee you will. If you're consistent with making content and driving people where you need to drive them to, I guarantee you'll make extra income for yourself. I guarantee. Nurse Kim, I still work 12 hours a day. Listen. If you're stuck. If you're stuck, and I'm going to go into a lot of things during this live. If you're stuck, I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all can hit me up. If you want to build a business, if you want to learn more about Web3, if you want to expand your horizons, or if you want to become your own bank, you can click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and you'll get a free Zoom call with me. You'll get a free Zoom call from me to see if you're even the right candidate, to see if you're even the right fit, because honestly, time is running out. Or you can message me. You could DM me. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with people that are serious. And I'm actually running a special right now. So if you hit me up, you may hear from me today. You'll hear definitely from somebody from my team, but you may hear from me. So let me get back to it. Yes, I do mean IULs. Yes, I do. What am I selling? I'm selling information. I'm selling a way out. Selling a way out of the matrix for you. So look, the most competitive businesses will be those that choose to reskill and upskill current employees. The most competitive businesses will be those that choose to reskill and upskill current employees. So you got to ask yourself, and I know we at 10K, so I'm gonna get into the artificial intelligence. I'm gonna get into it. Trust me. Let's keep running the likes up. Let's keep sharing alive. Let's stay on the algorithm, guys. Because if we stay on the algorithm, the more people we get in here, the more people know. The more people can save themselves and their families, because people are getting laid off left and right. And I'm trying to give you guys solutions. Okay? So the most competitive businesses will be those that choose to reskill and upskill current employees. So you got to ask yourself. Is your current job teaching you what I just told you about in the past 5 minutes? Is your current job teaching you about artificial intelligence? Is your current job teaching you how to create content? Is your current job teaching you about cloud computing? Is your current job teaching you about data intelligence? If you work in the 9 to 5, most likely not. Hell no, I work 16 in construction. Yeah. Listen, Brett, there's an option for you. Nurse Kim, there is an option for you, and that's what I'm about to go over. So let's get to it. I love the energy, guys. I love the energy. I know it's early, but keep liking the live, keep sharing the live, guys, because I'm giving y'all game. Have y'all heard of ChatGPT? Put a fire emoji in the chat if you heard of ChatGPT. Put a fire emoji or a 1 in the chat if you heard of ChatGPT. This is something y'all got to use. Y'all are gonna have to use this every single day. And if you're not using ChatGPT, listen, there's this AI that I like called Abacus. It's called Abacus AI, right? So Abacus not only has ChatGPT, but it has Claude, it has Llama, it has Google Gemini. They have their own LLM. And when I say LLM stands for large language model. You know what I'm saying? Keep double tapping the screen. I don't ask for gifts. I don't ask for bread. I just ask you to double tap the screen. Because if you double tap the screen, we can stay on the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I know your thumbs, and you just use your pointer finger. Let's keep double tapping the screen. Okay? It costs nothing to do that. So somebody name their industry or their job that they work right now. Somebody name their industry. I don't care what job it is. Somebody name their industry. I'm gonna do the first one I see. Fashion. Okay, fashion. Okay, I see fashion. Bam. I am into fashion and clothes. You know what I mean? It was very vague, so I'm just gonna be, very vague. I am into fashion and clothes. I would like to use AI and my phone to monetize. Oh, can't spell for a second. Monetize from home. Can you give me, keep double tapping the screen, guys. Can you give me step by step instructions on how to accomplish that? Acting as an expert in the field. Okay? And say thank you. Peace, God, peace. What's going on? You know what it is. All right, here we go. Also, give me specific apps I can use. Here you go. Here's your prompt. I am into fashion and clothes. I would like to use AI on my phone to monetize from home. Can you give me step-by-step instructions? Here we go. Here we go. It's going. Can you give me step-by-step instructions how to accomplish that, acting as an expert in the field? Thank you. Also give me specific apps I can use. Step-by-step plan. Monetizing your passion for fashion using AI and your phone is a great way to leverage technology and creativity. A great way to leverage technology and creativity. Because I told y'all got to be creative. Y'all got to be creative. Keep double tapping the screen. Let's get to 20K likes, baby. Let's get to 20K likes. I'm giving y'all value. I'm giving y'all game. I'm giving y'all the game on how you could just earn from your phone. Okay? Here's a step-by-step guide to help you get started. Step 1, identify your niche and strategy. So you have to identify your lane. You have to have a lane. Yes, Luke, there's no better time to be alive right now. Okay, here we go. Use platforms like Pinterest, Instagram, fashion blogs to identify your current trends and niches that interest you. Choose a monetization strategy. Decide whether you want to start a fashion blog, a YouTube channel, sell designs, or offer styling services. You guys got to use these systems. You guys got to use these systems to brainstorm. You use these systems to brainstorm, you will win. You will win. If you, from the comfort of your own home, if you go in, you will win. Set up online presence. So, set up your social media. Everybody here has a TikTok. Blogging platforms. Use platforms like WordPress or Medium to start a fashion blog. Set up your YouTube channel. Okay, here we go. Utilize AI tools for content creation. Use Canva for creating and appealing graphics and social media posts. AI is incorporated in Canva now. Use ChatGPT or similar AI tools to help generate blog posts or video scripts or social media captions. Use apps like Adobe VSCO to enhance your photos. Listen, they're giving you game. They're giving you game. Explore AI-driven marketing tools. Monetize your content. Join affiliate programs like Amazon Associates or Reward Style. As your following grows, collaborate with brands and sponsorships. Use platforms like Etsy or Shopify. You need a Shopify store. You need an Etsy store to sell these products, right? To sell your fashion designs and curated collections. This is overwhelming. Listen, I'm not trying to overwhelm you guys, but I'm trying to help you guys so you can learn how to use these systems. Don't let these systems use you. Use these systems. Let's get to we almost at 20K. And I'm gonna keep going, guys. I'm gonna keep going. So, continuously learn and adapt. And they're giving you specific apps that you could use. Look, I'm gonna use the same prompt. I'm gonna copy the same prompt because I use ChatGPT. Now I'm gonna put it in Claude and see what Claude says. Because I like using Abacus. If you want to use Abacus, it's $10 a month. The link is in my bio. Okay? Too many moving parts. What do you mean too many moving parts? All you got to do is set up a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is get started. That don't sound hard to me. If you guys understand what I'm saying right now, put a 1 in the chat. If you guys understand what I've been saying this whole time, put a 1 in the chat. All right? Certainly, I'll provide a step-by-step guide. Look, now it's giving you a couple different things. Claude is giving you a couple different things to use. Use these apps to create high quality fashion related content, outfit of the day post. Listen, brainstorm with these AI programs for even your content. If you're stuck on what type of content to make, ask the chat. Look, download and familiarize yourself with AI powered styling apps. You got Style Snap, you got Style Book, you got Claudewell, and this is just for, this fashion lane. Use these apps to create personalized outfit recommendations for your audience. You got to get creative. Because they said by 2025, analytical thinking, creativity, flexibility, that's what you're going to need within, your team, yourself. If you're not using these systems, they're going to use you. Because Web3, we're on the precipice of the next phase of the internet, Web3. All right, we at 21K. Let's go. Let's keep running it up, guys. I'm giving y'all valuable information. I hope this is giving you a newer perspective on the possibilities that you could do, because we haven't even scratched the surface yet with AI. We haven't even scratched the surface yet of AI. The name of the app that I was just using, is called Abacus AI. The link is in my bio for this. The real Abacus AI, the link is in my bio. I don't want you guys to get confused. If you go to the link in my bio, it'll say get started with Abacus, and you click that link, and that's how you can sign up for it. Okay? It's so easy. It's so easy. It's only $10 a month. And the first month is free. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, Luke, you gotta develop these skills. You have to use AI. And I'm gonna show you, look, hold up. I'm not gonna play this video. Because I'm gonna get in trouble if I play this video. But if you go to YouTube and you type in Mark Cuban AI, go watch this video. It's only a minute and a half. Mark Cuban literally is telling y'all, if you don't understand AI, you will fail. I can't play the video because they're gonna give me like a warning. They've done it the past couple days, and that's how you know I'm telling the truth. Because if you got a billionaire talking about, if you don't understand AI, you're going to fail. Even the CEOs up at the top of the ladder, if you don't understand AI, you're going to sell. You're going to fail. Your business is going to fail. You don't want your business to fail. So in turn, you need to learn all these different sectors. So I just went over what AI is, right? Matter of fact, we get to 25K. I'll show y'all some more AI programs. But in the meantime, let's talk about crypto. And I'm gonna give y'all the answers to the test. But keep running it up. Keep liking the live. Share the live with 5 people, 10 people, man. Like, let's get people up in here. You guys are the chosen ones. Because you guys are gonna stay ahead of 99% of people. Listen. Let me ask a question. Is anybody in your circle, family, friends, acquaintances, is anybody in your circle talking about anything I've gone over in the past 30 minutes? Is anybody in your circle talking about anything I've gone over in the past 30 minutes? Sorry, they're asleep. Yeah, but they scared. I'm trying to get them not to be. Yes. Do an example for buying and selling the industry. My pastor put us on ChatGPT. Okay. I'm glad some of y'all got some people in your circle that is telling y'all. I'm glad some of y'all do. Okay. So now we're gonna get into the crypto aspect. So people are like, crypto's a scam, crypto's this, that. Listen, look at this is what you got to look at. You got to look at. Look, Yahoo Finance has been telling y'all for years. And before I even go into that, so back in 2021, this happened. 10 countries simulated what? On what? Why would 10 countries simulate this on the global financial system? Why would you got to ask yourself? This is Reuters. This is not, this is the news outlet. Why would 10 countries simulate that on the global financial system? This is what you got to ask yourself. This is the type of questions you got to ask yourself. So let's go into it. Let's go into the article. Let's see what happened here. So look, isn't this country in the middle of some conflict right now? Isn't this territory in the middle of some conflict right now? It says on Thursday, 10 country simulation of these types of attacks on the global financial system in an attempt to increase cooperation that could help minimize any potential damage to financial markets and banks. Why would they be going through that? Why would they be going through that type of simulation? What's going on, D? What's going on, D? And I'm asking y'all this only because they did this back in 2021. And I know some of y'all probably never even heard of this happening because it just flew right under the radar. So what were the 10 countries, you ask? It was this one right here that's in the middle of the debacle. Then you got the United States, then you got the UK, then you got the UAE, then you got Austria, then you got Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, and Thailand, as well as representatives from the WHO, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. If you don't know who the IMF is, if your country is ever in trouble financially and you have to holler at the IMF, they're your mom now. They're your dad now. You have to do what they say. If you take that bread from the IMF, they're your mom and your dad now. I'm just trying to tell you. The World Bank and the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS. Come on, guys. Why would the BIS have a paper talking about the metaverse, the economic implications of the services in the metaverse? And I'm going to go into this later. Stick around. I'm going to go into this later. Keep double tapping the screen. I'm going to go into this later. If you've never seen this, I'm going to go into this later. If you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, I'm going to go into this later. And if you're confused, if you're still confused, listen, I have a multitude of resources. Unlockthegreatness.com. I have a book, literally how you can use AI from your phone to generate moolah. And another book to help you unlock your potential in the new economy. Prepare for the new economy. There's resources out here. And like I said before, if you hit the link in my bio or if you DM me, I can help you build. Everything I'm telling you right now, as far as AI and creating content, I can help you build. Also, if you want to become your own bank, you could become your own bank. Because a lot of y'all are not trusting these, institutions out here. And I'm about to show you what your institutions is invested into. I'm gonna show you what they invested into. Okay? So let's get into it. We're going into the crypto section, right? So Yahoo said this back in, that same time period. December 22nd, 2021, Yahoo said this. And then back in this Reuters article, when I was talking about the simulation, the 10 countries on the global financial system, when was that? December 9th, 2021. Then a couple weeks later, Yahoo releases this article. Y'all might want to stick around. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, it says ISO 222 cryptos. 5 compliant cryptos to keep an eye out on 2022. Okay? All right? How do I set up my QFS account? Listen, don't do that. Just keep doing what you're doing. That QFS stuff, I'm not saying it's fairy dust, but a lot of people been getting scammed. I don't want you to get scammed. Okay, Snow just got Abacus. Great, excellent. So look, you see these words that say ISO 222? Now, if I go to this institution's website, look what they did back in 2022. Just a couple weeks, maybe like several weeks after that article got posted. 4 steps to mastering the new ISO 222 standard for cross-border payments. I wonder why they would be talking about this standard. Let's go into it. It says here at JP Morgan, we will be live on day 1. We want to complete the transition seamlessly, giving our clients the best possible support and experience through this period. We're also excited to see how we can explore and analyze the richer data of ISO 222. Oh my goodness, this is their website. Okay, with the ultimate goal of enriching and boosting our clients' experience. With the ultimate goal of enriching and boosting our clients' experience. Sorry, guys, I'm back. In our advice in a nutshell, keep double tapping the screen. Let's get to 30,000 likes. Let's get to 50, but I know let's get to 30,000. Our advice in a nutshell, they said don't wait until 2025. Didn't I say don't wait until 2025? Didn't I say that at the top of this live? Do not wait until 2025. Isn't that the name of this live? 2025 is now. 2025 is pretty much right now. The changes are coming fast. Make sure your payments ecosystem can accept ISO 222 in time to make the most of this game-changing piece of global payments infrastructure. That's why I said if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to know this information because the institutions are telling y'all. The institutions are telling y'all where this is going. So now we know ISO 222, right? Let's go into it. This is what Yahoo said back in 2021. ISO 222 cryptos. 5 compliant cryptos to keep an eye out on in 2022. And this is a couple years ago. All right. So let's scroll down. Let's get to the answers to the test. Baby. Let's go. So 2 cryptocurrencies are not just complying with the ISO 222, they are members of the ISO 222 standards body. These currencies are Ripple XRP and Stellar Lumens XLM. Ripple is the first of 2 to be added to this body, opening up the standardization for distributed ledger technology, DLT. Stellar is a part of this body through IBM. Didn't I mention data earlier? Guess what, guys? IBM has a ish ton of data, which uses Stellar to underlie its stablecoin issuing operation. Aren't they trying to pass a stablecoin bill? Aren't they trying to pass regulation right now? Hasn't both candidates been talking about stablecoins? They sure have been. Are you really paying attention? I don't care if you're red or blue, left or right. Both sides care about what? Money. You better get yours. Because look, XDC. And let's go through it. F it. Keep liking the live. Keep double tapping the screen. I'm gonna go into detail on why each one is important. You know why each one is important. You know that banks be moving our money around, right? And it takes 2 to 3 business days, right? They want to move the money around in 2 to 3 seconds. This company with this asset right here, they could do that in 2 to 3 seconds. Stellar, same thing. You know how you send people Cash App? I'm at work, so I have to get busy. Kim, DM me. If you need help, DM me or hit the link in my bio and get a free Zoom call with me. We could go over your options, Kim. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up if you need more help, or watch this live when I post it tomorrow, cause I'm gonna post this live tomorrow. Other cryptos that are complying with ISO 222, you got XDC, Zenfin, Global Trade Finance. Why didn't XRP pump when we won? Hey, listen, they're going to wait till the 25th hour for all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to wait it out. Hey, it's still more time to get, right? And then you got IOTA. They literally have what they do in their name. IOTA, IoT, Internet of Things. The Internet of Things. Computers talking to computers. Algorand is working with the Federal Reserve. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all have to pay attention to this. Listen, if you're just coming in right now, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, please put a 1 in the chat. Or if you have a side hustle that you want to create more revenue, put a 1 in the chat. This is the type of information you guys need, man. Let's get to 30,000 likes. So I could show y'all some more AI systems y'all could use. I got over 200 of them for sure. And then you got Hedera Hashgraph, HBAR, Quant, Quant, H-Bar. Let's go to H-Bar's governing council. Let's go to Hedera's governing council. F it. I'm trying to give y'all the game. Share the live, guys. Share the live with 5 people. Everybody on here should share the live with 5 people. Because look, while Warren Buffett, he got $280 billion on the sideline. He gonna dump that shit into crypto, yo. He got a crypto bank called Nubank in Brazil. He playing y'all. He trying to tell y'all he not in crypto. And he got a crypto bank in Brazil called Nubank. NU Bank. He trying to play everybody. And he about to be a trillionaire, yo. They a $1 trillion company. Berkshire Hathaway. I'm giving y'all the answers to the test, yo. I'm giving y'all the answers to the test. So let's go to Hedera. Hedera's governing council. I'm giving y'all the answers to the test, y'all. The Hedera Council, right on their website. And this, I'm telling you guys, it was right here in the article on Yahoo Finance, nevertheless. Answers to the test, guys. Answers to the test. Okay, let's see who's on their governing council. Oh. Look. Worldwide, Australia Payments Plus, Avery Dennison, BitGo, Boeing, Chainlink Labs, Kafra, Dell Computers, Dell Technologies, Denton's, T-Mobile, DLA Piper, EDF. I know you probably never heard of some of these companies, but listen, I'm just gonna go over them because see how important it is. Sorry. Google. Everybody know what Google is. Hitachi. IBM. Come on, guys. IIT Madrid. LG. LSE. Magalu. Look at all these companies that's on their council. ServiceNow. Look at all these banks worldwide that's on their council. Worldwide. Come on, yo. Just like UMO Investing just said, let's get the double taps. Let's get the double taps up. I'm giving y'all the answers to the test. I'm giving y'all a way out. A way out. Hedera. Hashgraph. H-Bar. How much is H-Bar right now? Let's go see. H-Bar price. What's the price of H-Bar? $0.04. Everybody on this live has 4 cents. And listen, I am not a financial advisor. I want y'all to get that through your head. But I just researched for y'all who's in partnership with who. I just told y'all who is partnered with Hedera's company. Because they have this technology called Hashgraph. And it's 4 cents a share right now. Damn, man. I'm giving y'all the answers to the test, man. Because look. Why some black Americans might miss out on a $68 trillion transfer of generational wealth. You might as well cross out black and just put Americans. Because most people... What's good, Preston? What's good? Do you use Coinbase? I don't use Coinbase no more because I had personal problems with Coinbase. But that's just my own personal story. That's me. I don't use Coinbase no more. I don't mess with them. But that might work for you. But that's a lot of zeros. I'm trying to tell y'all. We're in the midst of a shift. We're in the midst of this huge shift. And let me show y'all what other AI programs y'all can use for your business. InVideo AI is where you could create videos with text prompts. You could create videos with text prompts. So if you're trying to create that content, if you're trying to push that content out, you could literally go to ChatGPT, tell it create a 30, 60-second script for whatever you're trying to promote or whatever you're pushing. Put it in video AI, and it's going to create a video for you. It's going to create a video for you. I am giving y'all the game on a platter. Use the AI systems. Don't let it keep continuously using you. Use these systems. And then you got another one. Now say you got a video now. Right? Now you can go to repurpose.io and repurpose it not only on TikTok, but on Facebook, Instagram. You could repurpose it across all your social media websites. And you could use the AI to do it. I use Robinhood, but these coins aren't on. Yo, you gotta get off Robinhood, yo. You gotta get off Robinhood. You gotta go. Listen, this is how you figure out where coins is at. Let's get to 40K. Let's get to 40K. Keep double tapping the screen. Let's get to 40K likes, because I'm giving y'all the answers to the test. This is how you find out where the coins are listed. All you gotta do is go to CoinMarketCap. You see how we're at Hedera H-bar? All you gotta do is go to the markets tab. You go to the markets tab, it tells you every single exchange that it's on. Answers to the test. If we get to 50,000 likes, I will show y'all live how you could use not even an exchange to get what you want. You don't even have to use an exchange. But we gotta get the likes up. We gotta get the shares up, yo. Let's get people up in here. Because if I'm gonna do all this work, we gotta get more people up in here, man. Because more people need to know this. I can't be the only guy talking about this. Black Nation can't be the only people talking about this. You know what I mean? A couple of y'all that's in here that know can't be the only people talking about this. We need 100 million strong talking about this. There's 8 billion people in the world. We need 100 million strong. 100 million. It's easy, guys. Oh, my brother is in here. Let's go. We about to get game. What's up? Grand Rising, bro. Grand Rising, God. What's good?
Peace to the guys and the goddess. Listen, I hate to come in swinging, but I can see Anthony tattoos don't chart. He said crypto crashing. Yeah, that to people who don't know how to work a chart.
Yeah. If you don't
Nobody that followed me lost money. Cause I absolutely told them when crypto ran up last week, when it double topped, and that we was retracing the 58. And I told them a couple of days ago that we go be retracing the 54. And if we get any bad news about anything about the Middle East or war or disease or whatever, we might get a $45,000 Bitcoin. But it's gonna recover. So listen, it's gonna recover tremendously fast.
It's gonna recover. So listen, guys. Keep double tapping the screen. If y'all don't know who College Hates Me is, College Hates Me is the one that put me onto game with artificial intelligence. He literally put me onto game with artificial intelligence. I had no clue what ChatGPT was until he told me. When he told me, it changed my life. It changed my outlook and perspective on technology. Because now you can create content better. You can ask the appropriate questions better. You don't got to go to Google no more. It's crazy, man. So I pretty much was going over the components of, Web3. I went into blockchain technology. I went into artificial intelligence. I'm gonna show y'all some more. What's good, Chef? Peace. What's going on? I'm trying to give y'all the game. We are literally here giving y'all the game on a platter so y'all can eat. Because I know a lot of y'all are hungry, yo. A lot of y'all are hungry for this information. A lot of y'all are hungry to get out of your situation. Y'all don't want to keep playing this game. Y'all want to get to the next level. So imagine playing Mario and never being able to get to the next level. That's where some of y'all are at, and I
Missing
understand.
the flagpole. Y'all missing the flagpole.
Yeah, y'all missing the flagpole. You know what I'm saying? So just think of this as a video game. Just think of this as a video game, and your higher self is playing the game. Your higher self is playing the game, and you're trying to figure out how to get to the next level. This is how you get to the next level. This is how you get to the next level. So now I'm gonna go over this NFT work, and I told y'all I would show you how to create your own NFT if you wanted to. Okay, so let's go. Trying to learn about crypto and trading. Listen, if you want to learn about trading, you need to hit up College Hates Me, because he is the trader. If you want to learn more about trading, he will point you in the right direction. Follow College Hates Me, because he's the chart guy. He is the trader guy. You know what I'm saying? Please. So now we get into this NFT game. So let's go back to Abacus. Let's go back to Abacus. And guys, stick around, because I'm gonna give y'all, what's his name? College Hates Me, the guy that's on right now. All right, so let's do a new chat. Let's do a new chat on Abacus. Let's do a new chat. Double tap the screen. Let's get to 40K. Let's get to 40K. We almost there. So in the chat, I'm gonna say, I want to create my own NFT collection. Can you give me specific step-by-step instructions on how to do it, acting as a superior expert in the NFT field? What specific apps can I use? Thank you. Let's go. And I'm gonna ask Claude. What's Claude gonna give me? I know Claude gonna give me that work. Claude is gonna give me that work, because Claude is right there on ChatGPT's heels, for real, as far as LLMs go. Here we go. All right, let's start from the top. Because I told y'all I was gonna help you create your own NFT. Develop your NFT concept. So you got to brainstorm ideas. You got to figure out what you want it to look like. Decide on the name, the theme, the style, purpose of your NFT. Determine the number of NFTs you want in your collection. You could have 10,000 NFTs if you want for a large generative project, or you could have a smaller number. It's up to you. Let's keep scrolling. Create your artwork. You could use Adobe, Illustrator, Procreate, Canva to generate your artwork. You don't have to be a trained artist. For generative art, consider using tools like Hashlips, Art Engine, or Figma, with plugins like Automator. Okay? And then choose your blockchain. Ethereum is the most popular. When it comes to NFTs, I know the gas fees is high, guys, but Ethereum is the most popular. When it comes to the NFT game. But alternatives are Solana, Tezos, and Polygon for lower gas fees. So if you want to use another blockchain for lower gas fees, there you go.
And those gas fees is not that bad with Ethereum no more.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
Yeah, you can use we getting into a lot of interoperability in the Web3 space. So because of Base Network, you can a lot of those gas fees don't even be there. I maybe minted all three of my collections for like, I don't know. I think I was for sure under $10.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like it used to be.
And I know sometimes it depends on the time. It depends on the time, like when you mention it. So if you're doing it like on an off time, like those gas fees will be lower for sure. So, and then it says select an NFT marketplace. So you got marketplaces like OpenSea. OpenSea is the most popular NFT marketplace. And then you got Rareable, you got Foundation, you got Super Rare. So you got different marketplaces that you could put your NFT collection on, right? Each platform has different features, fees, and the audience. So choose the one that aligns with your goals. Do the research and choose the one that best fits you. Listen, keep double tapping the screen. We're not at 40K yet. Let's get to 40K, guys. Let's get to 40K. I don't ask for gifts. I don't ask for none of that. I just ask for you to double tap the screen and share the live. That's it. That's it. Because I'm giving y'all game. And I'm going to give y'all the game. And I'm going to post the game on my YouTube channel. So even if you missed most of this live, it's going to be on my YouTube channel tomorrow. Because I'm going to put yesterday's episode today. Okay? So set up a crypto wallet. Install MetaMask. Install MetaMask for Ethereum-based marketplaces or Phantom for Solana, or whatever wallet for your blockchain that you're using. Secure your wallet with a strong password. Prepare your metadata. Create a JSON file for each NFT, with details like name, description, and attributes. So mint your NFTs. For small collections, use the marketplace minting tools. OpenSea has lazy minting, or Rareables has creation process. You got to mint your NFT, and then you can list it for sale, and then you got to market your collection, which is probably the hardest part, right? Would you say like the creation part is probably the easiest part, but the marketing, you have to figure out a way to market. That's why y'all got to create content. Because how are you going to market your product to the marketplace? How are you going to get to your person? Because it's cool to have any type of project, whether it be an NFT, an ebook, a class. How will you market yourself?
Yeah, facts. The timing is everything.
It's
also important to know something about it, as far as like, obviously, we're big advocates of doing your research and, you know what I'm saying, having the right amount of hours in and understanding it. But if you don't have a wallet with some or a NFT in it, then it's a fair assumption that you probably shouldn't be making yourself an NFT collection.
That's
like
a good point.
You don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know why. If you really knew why you would be making an NFT collection, I'm certain you would be able to find an NFT collection that you would think should be worth having in your wallet. Like, we talk about crypto, just not, me, D and I'm just saying in general, people talk about crypto and they know crypto goes through cycles. And then you get a lot of people that's like, oh yeah, well, we just at that, part of the cycle where, the bull run hasn't really started for certain coin yet. For altcoins, Bitcoin is, up X amount of percent. Meme coins went up X amount of percent. They retraced. But people always talk about the cycle. But when it comes to NFTs, it's almost like every year people forget that they are on a cycle as well. And like, they are 99% at the bottom, and we got all of the new stuff that came out, you know what I'm saying? And nobody's checking for any NFTs because people are waiting until it take off again, which is the wrong time to do it. It's like, get started researching and getting, like, it's some dope. I got a bunch of Doodles NFTs. So Pharrell has a NFT collection named Doodles, and essentially, like, he'll drop like music videos with like the cartoon characters, But the only way to access it, like y'all ain't heard some of these songs or seen some of these videos because y'all don't have no NFTs. So y'all don't have access to the site to see it. You know what I'm saying? He got a new song coming out with Lil Wayne and Lil Yachty. And y'all won't see it because y'all don't have an NFT. And I always I always remind people that in the last cycle, all NFTs really start off at not all of them, but most of them start off at like $2, $3, $4.
Mm-hmm.
Most NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
And last cycle, some of them got up over 100,000.
Mm-hmm. Those same
So
$2 ones.
those same $2, $3, $4 NFTs. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, like even if they drop a collection with 30,000 NFTs, like 30,000 of anything in the consumer market is not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
only, you know what I'm saying? Like it
It's
seemed
not.
like, they got 100,000
It's
NFT collection. That's not a lot.
it's 300 million people that live in America
Facts.
alone. Alone, that's a lot of people. It's 8 billion in the world. That's what they say. 30,000 is not even a drop in the bucket. It's a fractal in the in the bucket. Like it's not even it's not even nothing, man. It's not even nothing, but it is a whole lot of something. It's nothing, but it's a whole lot of something because you could get royalties off your NFTs, and that's how I feel. Like Tory Lanez, he cracked the code, and he was trying to set the music industry and the artist free, and then he got jammed up right after he cracked the code. So you could take with that information you want, but you could decide on your royalty rates. You could get paid off of every flip, every transaction. That's how you could set it up.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
so if you sell your NFT for $20 and then you're like, oh, you give your people some incentive, or you put some incentive in the smart contract because that's the key to the NFT anyway. Then if it goes to $100, $150 and people start flipping it, you get paid. I
And
get
listen,
paid when
don't
what did Special Ed say? I get paid when your record is played. To put it short, I got it made.
I got it made. That listen and have a purpose behind your NFT. Those are the NFTs that's gonna survive. It's just like it's just like cryptos. I'm a big advocate for meme coins. Now I never talk about meme coins because you gotta be somewhat of a ninja type professional to not lose all your money in that game. So I don't be wanting to pull other people in that world. But
Mm-hmm.
what I understand about crypto in general is that meme coins are going to be super important this cycle because meme coins are the community layer of crypto. And so, because it's the community layer, those who have well thought out community, because the same people talking about crypto be the same people. Like the group isn't really growing by much. Most people don't have any money, so the communities that's bringing in new people is mostly meme coin communities. Unfortunately, 99.9% of them is scams.
Yep.
So it's like you bring people in, but then you turn people off because it's a scam. You have to know how to find the right meme coins. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to understand what doxed is. Are these people doxed? Can you find them? Can you see them? Are they working with somebody? I look at meme coins the same way I look at stocks. Who's the person running it? What's the loudest voice in the room?
Do they got a website? Do they got a Twitter?
Yeah. Do they
Simple stuff.
listen? The very basic stuff. Are people following their Twitter? And the thing, and I use this across the board for all cryptos. If you talking about your coin, I don't listen to you. Like if you mention your coin to me, like people will be like to the moon, Most meme coins. But the meme coins that I'm, heavily invested in, they've never mentioned the fact that you can buy the coin and it's gonna go up ever. Ever, 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 ever. I just don't invest in any crypto that does that because you should be too busy talking about your project.
You should be busy talking about the project and what is the usual utilization in the real world. What problem are you solving? With all of this stuff right here that I've been showing y'all that he's been talking about, what problems are they solving? You know? So we went over blockchain. We went over artificial intelligence. And if you're just walking in right now, this live will be on my YouTube tomorrow because I'm putting yesterday's live up today. And if you want to get on a free Zoom call, hit the link in the bio or DM me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to work with me, if you want to work with College Hates Me, we can go over your options. If you want to learn more about this and you want to take this seriously because this time period is serious, click the link in the bio, fill out the form. You know what I mean? Teach you how to build a business, teach you about Web3, teach you about all these different components and what is your niche? What is your niche? Right? Also, I could show you how you can become your own bank for sure. All right? Just DM or hit the link in the bio, whatever. So now the last thing I'm gonna go over is the metaverse. The metaverse. So let's go to the metaverse. And I mentioned the BIS because in this article from 2021, when 10 countries did a simulation, that word, I'm not going to say that word, on the global financial system. And this is real. This happened in 2021. This is real. This is Reuters, right? If you scroll in the article, the 10 countries that did it was Israel, United States, UK, UAE, Austria, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Thailand, as well as representatives from the IMF, International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS. BIS, the Bank of International Settlements. We not at 50K yet? Y'all wildin'. If you're getting high value information from me, from College Hates Me, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're getting high value information, if anybody, because I doubt anybody in your circle is really talking about everything that we went over for the past over an hour. If you're getting high level valuable information, please put a 1 in the chat. If you're going to make that change starting today, please put a 1 in the chat. I don't care if it is a holiday weekend. Hell, my birthday is on Tuesday. I'm still be working. Because this is where we're at. This is an inflection point. We're at an inflection point. So, the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, they're talking about what? They're talking about what? The economic implications of services in the metaverse. Why in the hell is the bank of the BIS, the bank over all these banks, talking about the metaverse? You got to ask yourself that question. Your birthday's on Tuesday too? Oh, Virgo season.
Hey.
That's what's up. Happy early birthday if I don't talk to you, brother. So I'm gonna scroll down to the good part because there's different sections. I'm not gonna go over this whole paper because it's a lot of information. So the origins and growth of the metaverse, that's a section. And then the next section talks about services in the metaverse. Your son is on the 3rd as well. That's what's up. Your daughter's tomorrow. That's what's up. Virgo season. My son is the 12th. So yeah. This is the season, man. Listen, Virgos care.
Right.
Virgos care. We care. Me and College Hate Me. We both Virgos. We care, man. We care. And if you've been following us, you know that we care. Because stuff that we was talking about a year and a half ago, 18 months ago, it happened. Now we got to just stay ahead. So, and then it talks about gaming and e-commerce. Let me stop at this section right now because it says gaming and e-commerce. Gaming is the largest category in an entertainment industry with revenues exceeding those of the film and music industries. The gaming market sizable with an estimated 3.4 billion gamers by the end of 2023 and a revenue of 188 billion. Gaming is bigger than any sport on the planet. Gaming is the biggest sport on the planet. Am I right or am I right, bro?
No, you're right. And you're right.
Okay. Gaming is definitely, because everybody on here, just about everybody on here has at least one game in their phone. Even if you don't play it, you got a game on your phone. And if you don't play no games, I guarantee your child plays a game. Your nephew, your little cousins.
Tell them real quick about how important like gaming is, but we just be so late over here. Last night, which is China, for anybody new to the family, we call China last night because typically they do it first and we don't do it until years later. China, when crypto first got to China, they banned it. And the Chinese was so smart that they just start putting crypto mining in video games. So even though you couldn't go on exchanges and buy crypto no more, you could play video games, and within the video game you was playing, it was ways to like pick up more Bitcoin because you was essentially mining through the video game. It had got so bad that China had to start like banning certain games because people was making a shit ton of money and from playing the game so long.
Facts. Gaming, guys. Trying to tell you. Let's get into it. So gaming and e-commerce. And if you need a reference point, I say this just about every live, but if you need a reference point, go watch this movie. Go watch this movie today. If you've never seen this movie, it's a book and they made it into a movie. So they got the short version, you know? You don't got to read the book.
Listen, we got to figure out how to hold a live stream for it.
Y'all want to hold a live stream and watch this movie?
You got to have a movie.
We could do it. Matter of fact.
Listen, put a one in the chat if y'all want to have a movie night going over Ready Player One.
I think we should do that. I think we could do that. Let's do that. Let's do that soon too. Okay, they want a movie night. So, all right, when we get off of live, bro, we gotta talk about when we're gonna do this movie night. Ready Player One. Trying to tell y'all, man, it's here, man. It's here. We're gonna do a movie night though. I got you. So let's go back to this article. Not the article, this paperwork from the BIS. So why are they talking about education? They're talking about education because they know it's about to change. They're talking about education in the metaverse. So to give y'all some background on what's going on right now, if you didn't know, now you're about to know. Why, you got to ask yourself, why across America are teachers getting laid off and schools are closing down? Look, all but 7 laid off teachers recalled by Ann Arbor schools in Michigan. And that's in Michigan, right?
Yeah, listen, the first time I heard it was the other day when you told me. I done heard about, I've been on top of teacher layoffs for a while, but the first time I heard about the Ann Arbor one was yesterday.
Teachers getting laid off left and right. And I know because I talked to a couple that have gotten laid off this past, May, June, whenever the school year ended. They was like, yeah, we good.
And it's important to state, and it is very important to state that they are laying off teachers in a time that they have a shortage of teachers.
The irony. Why would you be laying off teachers when there's already a shortage of teachers? Oh, we about to get into it though. Because it's not just in the public schools, guys. It's in the universities. It's everywhere. But we about to get into it. So, because education, they got an education section in this metaverse document. So, I'm gonna read something for y'all. Because they're talking about VR, which is virtual reality, and AR, which is augmented reality. Augmented reality, if y'all want to have a example of that, is remember Pokemon Go years ago? When everybody was going everywhere getting those Pokemons, up in the Burger King, up in the malls, trying to figure out how to get Charizard. That's augmented reality. Okay? So VR and AR can help teachers overcome barriers to learning and offer realistic experiences that otherwise would be impossible. It says one case is to teach material that is difficult to observe directly. For example, Curoscope's Virtual Tee is an ART t-shirt that allows students to examine the inside of a human body if they were in an anatomy lab. Another case of VR can be useful for simulations in conditions that entail high risk to students. So they're already doing this stuff. They're already messing with the metaverse in education. The metaverse has the potential to make education more efficient and inclusive. In the metaverse, classes can take part in a virtual classroom where students interact with teachers and classmates in a more immersive manner and access course materials, assignments, and assessments. Online learning in the metaverse may be able to break the frontier of social connection and informal learning, i.e., physical presence in a classroom could cease to be a privileged educational experience. So they're saying physical presence in a classroom could cease to be a privileged educational experience. This is the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements. Let's get to 50,000 likes. Double tap the screen. If you're finding value in here, double tap the screen. That's all I ask. Share the live. You know what I mean? Because I'm talking about education. I'm talking about your kids and they kids, your nieces and nephews. Don't they go to school? I know everybody in here don't homeschool.
When was the last time y'all went to a student council meeting?
I'm telling you.
Like, man, I ain't even, you know what? Go on here, bro. Because if I start going down that path, you know how I get about the babies.
For sure. Learning may become more engaging when students take part in virtual field trips. In real estate, don't y'all give virtual walkthroughs of homes? So in the education field, they're talking about virtual field trips to museums and galleries, or travel geographically or through time to witness historical events. So they're saying you could go into the metaverse and witness stuff from, 1925, and listen to stuff and look at stuff from the 1600s or, back in the day, BC type shit. Listen. This could be particularly beneficial for learners who have difficulty physically attending places due to health conditions. Why would they mention that? Okay. I'm just saying. Using internal social networks, students can interact with people of diverse backgrounds and foster collaborative learning. It's kind of like they're foreshadowing people to be sick or something like that. That's when I read that line, I was like, why would they have health conditions? We should be healthy, most of us anyway.
But you remember when we, especially me, I'm a little older, but you as well, like when we was growing up, they used to have these free like before you go to school, you had to go get your shots. They was giving them out for free. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But now we live in a time period where parents is bringing waivers to school. Like, nah, I ain't putting all of that shit on my kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that means that because less parents are vaccinating the kids the way that they want,
Mm-hmm.
it means that they're making less money on that because it's not free. You know what I'm saying? It's free for us to do it, but of course they charge the government and the government overpay them for it
Uh-huh.
because it's just the cycle. You know what I'm saying?
It's the
So
cycle. It's the
yeah,
cycle. Listen, guys. What's good, Doc? What's up? What's up, Doc? I see you, man. I see you, man. She said, I thought of it as soon as you read it. I'm telling you, because listen, this is my personal opinion. You know, everybody has their own personal opinion. Over the past 4 years, the medical industry has lost trust. They have lost a lot of my trust. And I knew stuff was happening even before then, because that's when I started waking up to a lot of stuff that, you know, formalities was. But in the past 4 years, they lost a lot of credibility in my eyes because they choose profits over health. Because now they don't even talk about that damn shot no more. They was giving out hamburgers. They was giving out money for you to get this shot. I'm like, why are they going so hard giving people this shot? But
going hard.
I digress. You know, sometimes you just got to use your intuition. Sometimes you just got to use your God brain. And if you're religious or, you know, you tapped in, God give you everything you need. God give you everything you need. I'm going to just keep it like that. So if we scroll, it says that still there are drawbacks that could be detrimental for learning and could expand educational inequalities. Some studies on the use of VR technology in the classroom find that it overloaded and distracted students, glitches in the system. Of course, there's going to be glitches in the system. You know, when a video game first dropped, there's going to be a glitch in the system, you know? So it is what it is. But that don't mean that this ain't coming. And the high cost of VR and AR and the lack of standardization and content and distribution could exclude low-income households from these opportunities and widen the educational gap. That's why it's important to learn. That's why if you're taking notes right now, kudos to you. Because the wealth gap is just going to get wider. It's going to be a new rich and a new poor. It's going to be a new 1% and a new 99. The new poor is going to be trying to scramble and figure out what happened. This is why we're talking about this right now. So it's important to stress that educational opportunities of the metaverse can reach full potential only if the virtual and real world meld in ways that preserve real teacher and student social relationships. The P word back in 2020 increased the demand for virtual learning, but it was also a lesson on what happens when students learn in isolation without physical human interaction. So, you know, it was cool, but then it was just like, all right, a lot of kids was just getting pushed through anyway, right? And before I move forward, I want to mention this. And I appreciate y'all for rocking. Keep double tapping the screen. I'm in my 60s ignorant but I'm learning. Listen, I don't care how old you are. You could be in your 60s, you could be in your 20s. You know what I mean? You could be 15 years old. This is the time right now. If you're on this live right now, you was meant to be on this live. You was meant to be here. The universe said you need to sit here with D, you need to sit here with College Hates Me, and you need to learn this education. Not only for yourself, but your family. Universe said you need to be here. So before I move on, I want to show y'all this. Since we're talking about the metaverse. Look, the CEO of Zoom wants AI clones and meetings. This is the CEO of Zoom. And I go over this all the time because I want this information to be embedded in your psyche to the point where it's just like, oh yeah, I know that this was going to happen. It shouldn't be a shock to you when certain things happen, because we sitting here telling you early in the morning. I get it. It's early as hell. But again, this live is for whoever wants it. Zoom founder Eric Yuan has big, ambitious and enterprise software, including letting your AI-powered digital twin attend meetings for you. Damn near everybody on this live right here has either used Zoom before or uses Zoom currently. I would say about 99% of the people on this live has probably used Zoom before, right? The CEO says he's going to have a digital clone of yourself in the meeting while you're doing other stuff. That's what he said. That's what he said. Not me. That's what he said. So let me continue. XRP for me said, get some Zoom stocks. Okay. Not financial advice, but hey, it may work for you. Healthcare. So yes, they are talking about metaverse and the healthcare avenues. So I'm gonna scroll down. To, one of these highlights. Education and training for healthcare professionals is a second area that could benefit from the metaverse. The main area that could have significant impact is patient care. Let's go to patient care first before we get to professional care. Patient care, because most of us have been to a doctor, hospital, etc. First, the metaverse could break down physical barriers between patients and healthcare providers. Patients could visit doctors in virtual clinics in the metaverse, while temperature, vital signs, and other information can be collected and reported through smart wearables. And if you don't know what wearables are, Coop, let them know what wearables are.
Wearables are what's gonna replace your phone. This is probably the last cycle of $1,200 phones that we'll see, because you'll be able to just buy a pair. Well, you can buy Bluetooth glasses off a TikTok shop right now for like $20, but it'll replace nurses, because the ring that you wear will be able to take all your blood levels and your vitals and send it right over to the doctor's office. The smartwatch that you wear will be the reason you might get a call and they might say you need to come in now because these levels are insane. The wearables are like not the future, but the very, very near future.
Yep. And they're gonna have wearables in the metaverse. So even your avatar is gonna have these wearables, and those wearables will become NFTs as well. So just to let you know. All right. So this could be especially helpful for people living in rural areas or those who have difficulties traveling. What's going on, Edwin? What's going on? If you're just hopping in here right now, peace to you. I know it's early today, or it could be later, depending on what part of the world you are in. As we're getting to 50,000 likes, put your city or country or state or wherever you're at, your territory, in the chat, so I know who I'm talking to. Am I talking to people just in the United States? Am I talking to people in Africa? Like, where are we at? Where are we at today? You know what I'm saying? Texas. Okay. Keep putting your city in the chat, or your state, or wherever you're at. Atlanta, Georgia, UK. That's what I'm talking about. Dayton, Ohio.
Check in. Let's see.
Check in. What's the check-in? You see the check-in, God? All right. We need to know. We got Holland.
Y'all had a game today.
Okay, so
Dallas.
That's what I'm talking about. Jersey. That's home for me.
Jersey in the building. You got a bunch of fam in here. The Netherlands.
Yeah, shout out to
Netherlands.
Shout out to the Netherlands, Miami. I love it. I love that all y'all are learning right now. I love it. Naples, Florida. Shout out to Florida. I'm in Florida. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to the world, Shout out to the world. Y'all are in the most interesting time period of y'all lives, and I'm going over it. We've been going over it. I've been in here since 6:30 a.m. So I appreciate y'all for giving me and my brother right here the energy. We're gonna keep the energy high. You know, I'm keep double tapping the screen, keep sharing the live, because listen, guys, like the time is now. The time is now. The time is now. And if anybody is serious about this, you could work with me. You could work with me and my brother. Like, we do this. We do this. You know, we can explore your options. We can get on a free Zoom call, explore your options. Just hit the link in my bio, fill out the form, and we can go over options for you. You know, because everybody has the capabilities to learn. What's up?
No, I was just telling them it's Q4. Like, this is, if it was ever a time period you want to get started in, you should have got started in Q3. But Q4 is the biggest quarter ever. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has a story. Everybody can create a digital product. Everybody can. Right now, it sounds less weird that we telling people that they should be having a digital product, intellectual property, and be on these social networking platforms. Last year it sounded more weird. People was like, oh, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, now they know more people that's doing it. By this time next year, it is like it is the same cycle that happened with Uber. First, everybody said nobody's gonna be driving around picking up people in their car, and then you knew a couple of people that was doing it on the side, and then all of a sudden you knew a bunch of people that was doing it, and then all of a sudden when you needed extra money, you was doing it. Like, stop waiting until your hand is absolutely forced. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to make an executive decision now. Like, do you want the the small CVS tree this Christmas, or you want the big Walmart tree this Christmas? Like,
Okay. Great analogy. Great analogy. Yo, y'all give it up for College Hates Me, man. Cause he's one of these guys that's out here that has been inspiring folks, myself included, for a while right now. A while. He's been living in the future. So I'm gonna continue with this patient healthcare section. So another benefit of virtual clinics in the metaverse is that they eliminate risk of infectious disease transmission between patients and medical personnel. Second, for diagnostics, doctors could seek virtual advice on the spot from other medical experts and improve their consultations. Also, some features of the metaverse could help patients better understand their illness and recommended treatment. Doctors could combine elements of gamification. Again, this is a document from the BIS. This is on BIS, the Bank of International Settlements. They're talking about gamification. Elements of gamification and immersive experience to explain complex concepts and provide virtual walkthroughs of procedures to patients. Patients would be more engaged in treatment. Finally, the metaverse could open new ways to provide treatment, rehabilitation, and therapy. Through extended reality and remote controlled devices, patients could receive physical, speech, and psychological therapy. Damn. Some studies show that virtual reality exposure therapy, which is VRET, can help treat certain phobias and anxiety disorders.
that's a fact. That's a fact. And listen, if you living in this time period now, and you've never been in an electric vehicle or used a virtual reality headset, I'm telling you, you still really behind. You still really behind. Everybody should experience virtual reality and have a headset. You can get an Oculus headset. You don't need to get the new one. You can get the older one, and you can get a refurbished one. It's like $199. But your children should absolutely have it, just because your eyes and your brain has to go through this curve of having that much light in your eyes, without making your head hurt. As an adult, your head is gonna hurt because you're not used to it. A child is gonna do better because they always got a phone or a tablet in their hand. But because it's gonna be the future, you gotta physically prepare your kids for this. They need this on their face right now, so their body can adapt.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. If you're living right now in the world, this is the most interesting time period ever. Listen, and I'm in the state of Florida. I already see it happening. Like in the greater Clearwater, Tampa area, I already see it happening, yo. It's already changing. So it's kind of like, yo, if you're not paying attention to this stuff, you're really doing yourself a disservice. So education and training for healthcare professionals is the second area that could benefit from the metaverse. Future doctors could train for surgeries using AR, augmented reality, and VR technology in a virtual environment that is as realistic as the real world. For example, the Seoul National University Bungdang Hospital, I think that's how you pronounce it, trains medical staff rather in a smart operating room. So this hospital in Korea is training medical staff in the metaverse, in an operating room in the metaverse right now. One exercise, more than 200 surgeons receive training on lung cancer surgery. 200 doctors in one exercise receive training in the metaverse. That's wild, but not wild. Because they got high resolution VR cameras to broadcast the surgery in 360 degrees. While each doctor assess the virtual reality through a VR headset, just like you mentioned, bro.
They're doing that right now. There are surgeons that are performing surgery remotely from across the planet.
Yep. From across the planet. You could be in Idaho, talking to somebody from Korea or South Africa or wherever, and doing surgery, live surgery. That's wild. That's where we at. So the metaverse could also help in administrative and operative functions of the healthcare sector. For example, practitioners can optimize clinical operations through digital workflow modeling. This requires building a digital twin. You can't make it up, yo. Didn't I just tell you that the CEO of Zoom wants a digital twin? And now you got the BIS talking about this requires building a digital twin of the clinical environment that simulates everyday workflow using operational and sensor data. The virtual replica allows testing of different operational scenarios and layout efficiently and quickly. The whole landscape of everything is changing, yo.
Even TikTok, not for most of y'all, but soon enough. But TikTok has voice cloning now, where if you got a video, you can upload like a video, and you can just write on the screen, and as long as it's got like 10 seconds of your voice, it'll make the rest of the video of what you type in your voice.
This is where we at. Still, the healthcare sector in the metaverse faces important challenges: data privacy, information security, high cost of technology, and adverse effects of health. Of course, there's going to be kinks in everything. But that doesn't mean that they're not doing it, because the Bank of International Settlements, this is what we're doing. Mind you, they did the simulation. They did the simulation back in what was this? 2021. They did the simulation on of this type of thing. I'm not gonna say the word. I'm not gonna trigger the AI on the global financial system. Okay? I know it's wild. But I'm just trying to give y'all what is out here. They don't hide nothing from us. It's just that people don't read. I'm actually reading section by section, highlighting each section for you. You want to hide. What did Jadakiss say? You want to hide something if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book. If you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a document. If you want to hide something from somebody, put it somewhere that they're not going to look.
Put it in the truth.
There you go.
If you want to hide something from somebody, just put it in the truth.
Yep. So, let's keep going. And then they talk about payments in the metaverse. Payments. Look, JP Morgan website. JP Morgan. Our advice in a nutshell. Don't wait until 2025. The changes are coming fast. Make sure your payments ecosystem can accept ISO 222 in time to make the most of this game-changing piece of global payments infrastructure. Now, let's go back. They said this back in 2022. This is JP Morgan's website. This is JP Morgan, this institution. Double tap the screen. Listen, put an emoji in the chat if you understand what I've been talking about and what me and my brother College Hates Me been talking about this whole time. Put an emoji in the chat if you really understand. If you understand this stuff. Put an emoji in the chat if you about to make that change and if you about to shift your whole mindset into making that change if you haven't already. Okay. So, for the metaverse applications to be commercially viable and promote economic activity, payments are crucial foundation. We pay for stuff every day, right? We pay for something every day, just about. Existing metaverse applications already handle a wide variety of payment methods to purchase items directly or transact in native utility or governance tokens. So it said, according to a survey of 10,000 metaverse users commissioned by PayPal and fielded by Logical Research, users do not uniquely choose one payment method, but pay in a wide variety of ways. Most commonly used means of payment in the metaverse is PayPal, over 80%. PayPal got that market cornered, man. PayPal got over 80%. This is followed closely by debit cards. And traditional forms of payment are all commonly used according to this survey. Credit cards, direct bank transfers, prepaid cards. These payment services can be used to buy metaverse tokens or digital representations of value in Roblox, Minecraft, and Second Life. Yeah, man. Listen, I got him right here. My son is a fanatic. A fanatic.
Oh, shit. Bro, listen.
A fanatic.
If you haven't started spending money on Roblox, you don't even understand how it is a complete different bill.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Robux add up to a bill. That's how serious it is. They don't ask for nothing. They don't be, the Toys R Us days is over.
Oh yeah, those days is over, man. Those days is over. It's this. This is it. Can I get some Robux? Can I get, $25 here, $10 here? You know what I mean? Jokes be having the gumption to be like, yo, can I get $100 worth of Robux? You crazy, boy?
But listen, but for real, they wind up getting it. $10, $20 there by the end of you know what I'm saying? By the end of the month,
yeah,
they up over 100.
Yeah, they up, and they know it. They know it too. So I digress. So those tokens in turn can be traded for tokenized goods and services, i.e. virtual objects and clothes for avatars, wearables, services provided by other users. As virtual worlds grow, consumers may want to use their typical payment method out of convenience, which makes it important for these platforms to accept them. So they're still going to accept traditional payments. But as we go deeper and deeper into this stuff, man, like I told y'all from the beginning, y'all need to know every single component of what I went over. We are in the metaverse section. And guys, I'm going to put this live on my YouTube tomorrow, because today I'm going to put yesterday's YouTube up. I'm going to put this on my YouTube tomorrow. So make sure you guys follow me on YouTube. Dealder1 on YouTube. Blockchain, artificial intelligence, crypto, NFTs, metaverse. Nobody in your circle is really talking about these things. And if they are, they probably online. They not here, right? They're not here in front of you. Because when you start talking about this stuff, they're like, oh, here you go again. Nobody wants to talk about artificial intelligence. That's like taboo. That's like the elephant in the room.
Yeah, people terrified.
Even though they've been using it their whole life. They've been using listen, you've been using AI your whole life. From
your entire life.
From your alarm clock that wakes you up at 6, 7 in the morning or whatever. That's a form of AI. All the way down to Siri. That's an AI. Alexa, that's AI. So you've been using it. And they've been showing y'all that you've been using it. What you think they was using in Star Trek? What you think they was using in the Jetsons? AI.
You know, right. It's so funny when I hear people like, oh, I'm not going to have no autonomous car. But people like, you know, now if you buy like a uppity car, it's got lane assistance and lane keep. I wonder what people think that is. Because if you activate, if your lane keep is on and your cruise control is on, that car is just driving itself.
Yep.
Man, I don't know what people be listen, meet George Jetson.
Yep. IoT, baby. Internet of Things. Computers talking to computers. Talking to more computers. Come on, guys. Computers, what did Cameron say? Computers Putin. Computers be Putin.
Listen, oh yeah, we dropping that shirt.
Yeah, computers be Putin.
What? The computers is definitely Putin now.
Yeah. Let's go. So, where was I at? Oh yeah, I'm still in the payment section. So, where's that? I might as well read this whole section. All right. So as virtual worlds grow, consumers may want to use their typical payments method out of convenience, which makes it important for platforms to accept these. The survey's definition of metaverse is broad and includes some video games. But if we focus exclusively on blockchain-based metaverse applications, the top method of payment would be stablecoins and other cryptocurrencies. Why do you think the red side and the blue side is talking about stablecoins? Y'all don't think that's a big issue? I don't care what side you on, red, blue, the sister side, or the orange man side. I don't care what side you on. Because I don't got a dog in the fight. The only dog in the fight I got is right here. Right here. This is the dog I got in the fight. These are the dogs I got in the fight. So if they talking about this, I'm all ears. I am all ears. So, this includes Bitcoin and Ethereum and utility. Because like I said, you got to get yours. They're getting theirs. Why you think when the sister started running for president, 24 hours, oh man, they raised this much money for her. Why you think the orange man, when they talked about, you know, how much he raised in 24 hours, because they care about the money. They care about the money. Get, like Yusef just said, get the bag. Get the bag. They want your vote because they need your energy. Isn't the word vote, V-O-T-E, close to the word vault? V-O-L-T. Vote, vault. They want your energy, man. Just saying. I'm just saying. This includes Bitcoin and Ethereum and utility governance tokens in these platforms. The Sandbox native token, SAND, can be traded on exchanges like Gemini, Crypto.com, and Binance. Similarly, Mana, the token native to Decentraland. Decentraland is a metaverse platform, and Mana is the token, MANA. How much is Mana right now? Let's see what the price of Mana is right now. If you feeling alive, put a fire emoji in the chat. If you're feeling this live, this is probably one of the best lives I've ever done, for real. If you're feeling alive, put a 1 in the chat. Let's see what the price of Mana is. Decentraland. 26 cents, my guy. 26 cents. And this is not financial advice at all.
Not financial advice.
This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you the price of it. That's it. Let's go back.
Decentraland?
Decentraland, man. Decentraland. What was the high? Let me see what the high was. The all-time high was. Let's go to the chart. Oh no, this is Hedera. Let's go to the chart. Let's go to the all-time chart. All-time price. All-time price of Mana was $4.60. $4.60. Around $4.60. It is 26 cents right now. Jeez. And look how low it used to be. It used to be like as low as like 3 cents. It used to be like a penny. This is not financial advice. I'm just trying to tell y'all.
You should do your research.
Do your research.
Gaming and metaverse.
So Mana, the token native to Decentraland, can be purchased on Coinbase, Kraken, and others. Responses to the same survey indicate that a very high percentage of users of the metaverse consider it important to be able to use cryptocurrencies and stablecoins for purchases in the metaverse. More than half of metaverse users expect their cryptocurrencies to increase in the next 5 years. So this document is from 2024, February of this year. This document is from February. To give you a reference point, I'll scroll to the top and let you know. Give you the receipt. This is the BIS. Shout out to the homie Sid for finding this document. I think she was the one that found this. This is from February 2024. They said in the next 5 years. They're gonna be taking these types of payments within the next 5 years. Like, meaning it's gonna start. It's already started, really. So more than half of metaverse users expect their use of cryptocurrencies to increase in the next 5 years. Cryptocurrency is also preferred choice to receive payment for work done in the metaverse. So one of the biggest brands of all time, one of the biggest games of all time, Grand Theft Auto, is coming out when? 2025. That's going to be a shock that's going to be a cultural shock. It's probably going to be the biggest game ever in my eyes, because when Grand Theft Auto, what was that? Grand Theft Auto 3, when that first came out, that impacted the culture in such a way where everybody had the game, or you knew somebody that had the game. So imagine now going into what they're going into with Grand Theft Auto 6. Now you're doing missions. Now you're doing transactions in crypto within the game.
And nobody, like, obviously you could play the game. People are going to play the game.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing about Grand Theft Auto now, and that is go supersize in this new one that's coming out, is community based. Start your own community. People not in there, they not playing missions. They're playing the games. They're in there making money. They're having transactions with other groups. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Of course, because it's Grand Theft Auto, they doing Grand Theft Auto type stuff, like beefing, and you know what I'm saying. But like, I've seen, I've seen some real street dudes. I can't even make this up. I've seen some real street dudes get out the streets and create their own Grand Theft Auto server, get other street dudes out the streets and just play Grand Theft Auto, because now it is now you make real money in playing it, and that's about to 100x in this next cycle.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
next cycle of Grand Theft Auto, when people realize like, oh shit, wait, I can start my own server, charge people whatever I want to charge, $100 to even join my server, or some people charging. I know T Grizzly from Detroit, the rapper T Grizzly, was charging like $1,200 to even join his server. But you also in there making money. Like, that's why he was charging $1,200. He was like, because you can make a couple hundred a day being here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because he's making a whole lot of money being there. Trust me. And he don't even got to rap no more. That's the crazy part.
Mister said GTA Online is the new outside. I swear to God.
Yep. And it's coming. 2025. They said it's coming. I don't know if they got a release date, but I know 2025 is coming. But I digress. This is before I head up out of here. Make sure y'all take a gander at this document, because the other sections is implications for digital economy and public policy. So, and then, they got the conclusion. I went over, I highlighted this whole document. I pretty much went over every single section of every crucial section anyway of Web3. So we talked about blockchain technology, public receipts. We talked about AI. We went through examples. We talked about cryptocurrency in length. We talked about NFTs. I went over step by step how you could create your own NFT. And we went over the metaverse just now. And gaming, gamification. Listen, if you stayed for the live, you're going to be ahead of 99% of people. If you're locked in, you're going to stay ahead of 99% of the people. I guarantee it. Because you got to think back in the day, before credit cards, if somebody came up to you and was like, yo, we're not going to be using cash much too longer. We're going to be using a piece of plastic, like a plastic card, and you're going to give it to the cashier, and that's how you're going to pay for your items. You would have looked at him like he was crazy, man. You would have looked at him like he was crazy. And if you would have said later on that you're going to be going to the cashier and you're going to be paying for stuff with your phone, with your watch, you would have looked at him crazy. You talking about my cell phone that I talk on? You would have looked at him crazy. So what's the difference from this, from what we're doing right now, paying for stuff, Tap Pay, Google Pay, Apple Pay, to this? Ain't no difference. It ain't no difference.
It ain't no difference.
Ain't no difference, bro.
But if you living in the time period now where you paying $1,200 for a phone just to send a text message on or be on social media, you out your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, I'm being dead ass. It's like people are people replacing their whole jobs with their phone.
Yep.
And you haven't even figured out how to pay your phone bill with it.
That's the least you should be doing. For real. That's the least you could be doing.
Anything you pay $1,200 for, $800 should be some form of investment. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And you already made that investment, but you ain't doing nothing with it. So, and listen, before we get out of here, it's 62 people in here, right? When we get off, if D have 30 new followers and I got 30 new followers, I got a free digital product that I'ma send out. We go through it, we go pick people, we go send out a free digital product.
Facts. 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 Free digital products. I know y'all love free. But some of y'all don't value free because we've had free digital products and then we hit people up and be like, yo, did you get started with what I was talking about in the digital product? They'd be like, oh, nah. But I bet you if you paid $29.99 for it, of course you would have got started. I'm just saying, this is my personal experience.
People's
Right.
ass. I ain't even in front.
Can't even front. So if you missed today's live, no worries. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. I'm not sure if I'll be back for as long, but I'll definitely be here for at least a power hour tomorrow. Appreciate the gifts. I appreciate the likes. Make sure you guys are tapping into all these different things. I know all this could be like a little, much, but I'm going to put this live on my YouTube channel, Dealder1, tomorrow. This is probably one of the best lives I've done. Cause yesterday was like, oh man, I feel like we cultivating something here, So make sure you guys tap in with us. And we're going to have something special for everybody that taps in with us pretty soon. Cause we're going to have like just tap in with us. I'm not going to shoot the gun before I actually know details and dates and stuff like that. Just keep tapping in with us. We appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could have been anywhere this AM. I know some of y'all getting ready for work or coming in from work or getting ready for church or wherever you're going. Listen, stay educated, stay focused, stay safe, but stay dangerous. Stay dangerous. Stay dangerous, yo. Appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate you, my bro. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. And then let's get it going. These are the objectives. Okay? So and like I said, if you need to hit me up, if you want to build, free Zoom call with me, not nobody else, with me. And also if you want to become your own bank with me, click the link in the bio, or DM me. You want to work with me, you want to work with College Hates Me, you got options. Especially if you're an entrepreneur. You got to know this. For not only for yourself, but your employees. Even if you got a side hustle and you want to expand that side hustle, you definitely got to know this. What are you saying?
No, I said they don't have no choice. Any entrepreneur, you don't have no choice. If you got a business, a physical business or an online business, you have no choice but to know this.
Let's go. Enough said. I'll be talking with y'all tomorrow. Peace.